Hello, Tubies, and how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic, and welcome back to another episode of Practical Witchcraft in collaboration with Lunar Wisdom. Please do not forget to go down to that goddamn description, click the fucking link, and watch her fucking video. Okay, if you don't do that, I'm coming to your house with a Louisville Slugger and a bottle of tequila. So, what we're talking today, aside from my violence and rage-aholicness, is we're talking about a return to sender spell. Now, to do this, I need one ingredient to be made, and that's fire oil. And I need to make a new batch of my fire oil, so I thought we'd sit here and talk about... Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking hate cinnamon sticks. I thought we'd sit here and talk about how much I fucking hate cinnamon sticks. Like, it's a fucking mess. Like, can we not have a mess? You're probably like, do you really need that much cinnamon? Yes, I do. And you will need this. How much cinnamon is this? This is 8 cups of cinnamon. Oh, I jest. But in reality, you don't actually need 8 cups of cinnamon. Although you should probably get 8 cups of cinnamon and start eating it. Cinnamon challenge! In reality though, the reason I'm crushing up the cinnamon is because it's part of my fire oil recipe. So let's talk about return to sender spells. Because I don't know how the two are related. Or care. Really, to be honest. The two are related and we'll get to it, so calm down. But a return to sender is basically saying, hey, this bitch be casting some serious magics on me. I'm talking old school power of 3 charm bullshit. I mean, let's face it, people. 99.99% of the witches on YouTube do not have the fucking time of day to cast a fucking spell against you. And the witches that do have that time of day, that hide in the shadows, they're cowardly, fake-ass bitches. Okay? I mean, it's one thing to protect yourself. If you got Cindy Lou Who being a social climbing dumb bitch and she trying to come for you because she don't like the fact that you rejected her and her fake ass wannabe friendship, then, I mean, you want to protect yourself. So you might want to do return to sender spell. Now, I bought these in Vegas. I bought these in Vegas when I was there. These are double action reversal spells. There's a prayer of revocation with San Miguel Archangel. I failed at saying that, I apologize. And it says, as you are responsible for all jobs in the world, shipping and implore you on this solemn hour and day, I light this candle and backwards to how much, I can't even read this. It's like that. Anyways, it's a reversal spell. I mean, you all know what a reversal candle is. I don't need to explain it to you. But basically, for those of you who don't know what a reversal spell or reversal candle is that in this case, it's a return to sender. But what we're doing with this is we're saying, hey, take this feces that you threw at me from your wet paper bag of a lifestyle and have it back. Now, you could just light this candle. I mean, it could be as simple as reading the prayer on the back of this and lighting the candle and moving on with your life. Or saying your own prayer, putting some intentions into the candle, lighting the candle, and moving on with your life. But what I like to do when I do a reversal spell is I really like to make that bitch pay. Or I just like to fuck around with them. So here's some ideas for a return to sender type spell. These are habanero peppers I'm crushing up, in case you're curious. You don't want to inhale the dust. Do not inhale the dust of these. Jesus Christ. Don't do it, people. Don't do it. It's habanero dust. Okay, now that we're back from dying, because that's what I do on a regular basis, is die. My fire oil is always evolving and changing and growing and changing. Fire oil to me is supposed to be very hot and spicy and full of ingredients that hurry things up. That's the purpose here. That is the purpose when we make this fire oil. What we're doing is we're speeding things up. We're saying go faster. Go a hell of a lot faster. And when you're doing a reversal candle, what you want to do is you want to find like a skewer or something, and you want to heat up and poke holes, I'd say about 5, make a pentagram, and poke them all the way down to the bottom and put a little bit of fire oil in there. And what that's gonna do with your intentions is that's really gonna speed up the process of the spell. It's really gonna take whatever they're doing and it's gonna send it right back. And if you wanted to, you could mix the fire oil with a cursing oil, and you could put in the intentions that, hey, what you're doing here is going to be sent back to you, and it's going to do more damage than what you initially attempted to do to me in the first place. Okay, does that make sense? I hope it does. So I'm just going to take some of these ingredients and place them in here. You don't have to put all of the ingredients in there, but... Now, what if you wanted a fire oil incense? Cinnamon, ginger, and red sandalwood. There you go. Okay, so now that we have some of our ingredients in here, what we want to do is put our coconut oil in here as well. These are just the cutest little spell bottles I've ever seen in my entire life. I buy them at Michael's. Okay, so I'm just gonna fill that up with the remainder of the coconut oil that I have. Give that a good shake. Now, obviously, you'll want to put your own intentions and all that stuff into it. But you're probably wondering, what the hell does fire oil have anything to do with return to sender? I can already hear Lunar Wisdom sitting over there being like, Jesus Christ, get to the point. Well, let me get to the fucking point. The point is that when it comes to return to sender magics, I like to use fire oil. Now, what I just showed you is not usually, I mean, the recipe changes all the time. See, when you're a witch, the important thing is that you don't want to have the same recipe for everything. You don't want to have the same routine for everything. Same herbs, same this, same that, same everything, because then it's really easy for a witch to come in and be like, oh, that's how you make fire oil. Oh, that's what you use fire oil in. Oh, okay, I'll just attack you because I know all your steps. If you've been on this channel for any length of time and you've seen my first fire oil video all the way up till now, you will notice that things change. Things always change. So again, with a return to sender spell, what you want to do is not just use the candle as it is, because I mean you can, there's nothing wrong with that, but you also want to add your own flair to it. You want to add your own energies into the candle, and one of the ways I like to do that is through the use of fire oil. Because like I said, fire oil is going to speed it up. It's very spicy, it's very hot, it's going to burn them, it's going to hurt them. It can be used in a double whammy kind of way. It's like, okay, speed this reversal up, reverse my fortunes, and send this shit back. Because this is, in reality, going to reverse the magic done to you and send it back to them. So why not send it back with a bit of a bang? Other things I will do is I won't necessarily just use this type of candle. I mean, these are effective candles, but I will also just use a regular small black candle, and I will put it in a jar with cat shit in it, because what I want to do is reverse the magic and just completely destroy them, essentially. I just want to send it back and just be like, fuck you, fuck your country. So that is how I do reversal magics. And I mean, fire oil is good for everything. It's good for speeding things up. It's good for all kinds of things, actually. In fact, we'll be using or explaining the uses of fire oil in the next video, which relates to the concept of getting a job. Okay. So when it comes to reversal magic, you don't have to go out and buy these types of candles. You can use a tea light candle, you can use a small pillar candle, you can use whatever candle you want to use. What I do is, again, I take the reversal candle, I put my intentions into it, I put holes in it if it's a jar candle, and I put fire oil in there. I'll also put other things like red peppers, or sriracha, or ginger, or whatever. I'll put that on top of the candle, and I'll put the intentions of the magic being sent back. Sometimes I will wrap these in aluminum foil so that any magic that's trying to come to stop it gets, sent away, gets bounced off. It's hard for a witch to detect in that case. Sometimes I'll put it on a upside down mirror. Sometimes I will put crystals around it, whatever the case is. I mean, it's really up to you how you want to do reversal, or not a reversal, but a return to sender spell. Okay, so until next time, my fabulous tubies, and please don't forget to click that link in the description, check out Lunar Wisdom's video, watch her take on a return to sender spell, and take some inspiration, take some ideas. It's all about the ideas, it's all about the inspiration. Until next time, my fabulous little creatures.